Kurt Knutsson is an award-winning technology reporter known around the country as Kurt the Cyber Guy. You have all seen him. Now, he's here to make heads or tails out of this online catfish craze. He's helped us before, so welcome back, Kurt. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Dr. Phil. Good to see you.
This is just getting out of control, isn't it?
Well, there's a craze going on with this. And the thing is, it can happen. I mean, we're all sitting here and we're listening to these riveting stories saying, well, my gosh, how could you believe this? How could you just be in denial about all of these things when you have your friends asking questions? The fact is, our hearts want to believe so much that even the data won't change people's minds. You put us to the task. You asked me, your team, to come up with a list, a top 10 list that's a reality check. And you could say, if you could answer any 2 of these that I'm about to share with you, you got a problem going on. You could be a victim right now and you don't even know it.
And this is a pretty reliable list because this has happened enough that there is a pattern, correct?
Well, sure. What happens is people get duped and they share exactly how they got duped. And so people are becoming wise to all of this. And you can see a lot of pattern going on that you've shown in the show already.
Yeah, well, tell us what the top 10 things are that we need to look at. The first one is dumb date data. Tell us what that means.
I'm saying that a lot of this starts at a dating website. So you run into somebody, you're looking for love, and you did everything right. And I want to say right now that plenty of really good people, you guys are great people. You're meeting, and everybody gets online with the intention of meeting somebody very real. And a lot of real relationships occur at dating websites. So it's easy for us to clobber them there. But there's a small percentage, this craze that's going on with catfish that's real. And dumb date data is what you want to look for on a dating website. It's how people are building their profiles. And one thing you'll see there is little glitches happen, because sometimes someone who is not who they say they aren't really using their full noggin during the process. And they may say, yeah, I'm 6 feet and I'm 90 pounds and but wait a second, 90 pounds? That just doesn't add up. So what you need to do is look at the profile and truly get your heart out of it. Take your emotions aside. Before you get sucked in, just set them all aside and strictly look at what you're able to see right there.
Yeah, see if it adds up. Profile picture test.
All right, this one is one of the biggest dead giveaways. We saw it in the show already. People go and copy another picture, like Allie's. Well, many times they'll do a model that's out there. And Allie, you very well could be a model, but there are several people who are just using a model's photograph along it. And what you can do is you can go online, you can actually take your smartphone, use Google's app. It's free to do this. It's called Goggles. And you take Goggles and point it at the picture on the profile and have it search the internet to see if it can find that picture anywhere else. When you start seeing it pop up, you got a problem.
Yeah, because if it's showing up on a lot of commercial sites, then, okay, and become a photo detective.
You know, this just takes it to the next level. So when you're looking at photographs, Angie, we looked at the construction site abroad, and I think the month didn't really add up. I was looking at it and I said, well, wait a second, if it's supposed to be cold during that time and I'm seeing short sleeves, that doesn't really add up. So study a photograph. Look for wedding rings. Look for things that describe the location, because oftentimes someone will go online, they'll be saying, yeah, I live in St. Louis, and this is my life. And you would find that, well, it's not looking like that. Many even gets to the extreme. You'll see somebody wearing a mink coat saying, yeah, that's a shot from the 4th of July, a hot summer day. What? Makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah. And then the cut and paste profile alert.
Well, you showed a lot of how that's going on once relationships take an evolution. But early on, you can cut and paste somebody's description and search Google. Just paste it on in there and see if that is being used in other websites. Many times, that is where you'll find a catfish and expose them right off the bat before your heart gets broken.
And then the spelling and grammar fails, like I was talking about, with no S on United States. And
It's
that sort
so easy, especially the Nigerian scams these are famous for. And you would say, somebody might say, yeah, I'm in New York and I really love living here. And well, they'll talk about how a real person would say, yeah, I really love the Macy's Day Parade in the city. Well, a catfish who's trying to fake you might say, I really love the Macy's Day Parades in cities. Well, you know you're off there. There's something to look at in terms of the spelling and the grammar.
Yeah, and derailing you from the dating site, they try to get you off there to get you isolated, of course.
You know, that's one of the first things that happens is the dating sites have built themselves in a way that sort of keeps you contained and keeps it safe. You're not exposing your real email addresses, your phone numbers, or anything right off the bat. And the moment you see somebody, and this isn't necessarily catfish, but the moment you see somebody try to take you off of where you're meeting, that should be a red flag to say, no, wait a second, no, I'm real comfortable speaking here. And until you really do get comfortable with them, don't leave that area. And also, you know, one smart thing when you do create a dating profile on your own, don't use your personal or your company or business email address. Create one so that you have a little layer of protection.
Yeah, get a Gmail account or something.
Yeah, get a Gmail account. They're all over the place for free.
The next two go together, too serious too soon and asking a lot of questions. You got to be real careful giving out information, of course. But you say you're not an ATM machine.
You know, you mentioned the stuff that seems commonsensical, but the fact is it does get serious too soon. That's a red flag. And the ATM machine you just talked about, if someone asks you for money, you haven't met in person, bam, sound the alarm. All your friends may be sounding the alarm, but do it now for yourself. And the fact is, I'm looking at the list here, Facebook fakers are out there all over the place. There's a way to go on to Facebook and find out, let's say that you met on a dating website, now they've shared their Facebook profile with you, and they may have even created a Twitter account. If you can go and look at those and tell on the timeline on Facebook when that was created and when their first tweet on Twitter happened, and it happens to coincide with the dating profile being generated, that's a problem. Why would you create all of those things all at once? You didn't get a computer for Christmas. Yeah. It's the way these scams operate.
Ready to get real? Subscribe to the Dr. Phil Show YouTube channel for exclusive videos you won't see anywhere else.